Head of Water Channel, thank you for tuning in. About to do some grocery shopping. Wait, this is the basement area to the mall, Central Food Hall. There's a few Central Food Halls around the city of Bangkok, and I think there's 4 of them in the city of Bangkok. But anyways, what I want to talk about is, I want to talk about a term that I heard the other day on a show that Tariq Nasheed made. He used a term called weekend warriors. And I know what that means and how you explained it because I see it all the time out here in Thailand, weekend warriors. So what is a weekend warrior? A weekend warrior is a woman that works a regular 9 to 5 throughout the week, but sells pussy on the weekend out of town somewhere, or maybe in the same city she works in. But most of these women, man, if they want to keep that life a secret, they'll lie about it. There was one woman in particular that lived up the street from me in the Hue Quang area. That's the business district here. That Phetchaburi area, that's like the business district. There was a woman that used to live right next to me, fine than a motherfucker, right? Fine as hell. And she was a weekend warrior, and she tried to play it off like she wasn't, but I knew she was, all right? She worked for the TV station Monday through Friday, so she had a pretty decent job, and that was kind of her alibi. She looked really good. She worked out all the time. You know, when she go out, she dressed in little hooker hole heels or whatever. Never show up on time. Sometimes she said she's coming through, she wouldn't show up at all. So I had to, break up with her. I had to stop talking to her. But when I suspected that she was a prostitute, she kind of got offended, but it was almost like she was shocked that I found out. She was like, "What would make you say that?" And I'm like, I could just tell. I could just pick it up from your vibe. Then she goes, "Oh, you do know I have a good job, right?" Which that was a lie. That don't mean nothing. I've met people who are in the real estate. I've met real estate agents out here who are women that were prostitutes on the side. So she told me that, "Oh no, only go to Pattaya." Because Pattaya, that's like, not all of Pattaya, but Walking Street or whatever. She says she goes to Pattaya on the weekends to visit her mother. And I'm like, stop right there. Is your mother sick or something? She's like, no. So nobody loves their mother that much that they're gonna visit them every week. She so happens to live in whole city, pretty much. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say whole city, but the place where, the place where, a lot of shit goes down, Walking Street. I don't want to put Walking Street on all of Pattaya, but, I don't believe that your mother lives over there. Usually if they're visiting a family member, they live in a very small town. When they say their hometown, hey, some people are from Pattaya, but most of the time these women, it's not, their hometown isn't Pattaya. I don't believe that your mother lives in Pattaya. We had a couple foreigner friends. I remember one day she popped up with some cat. I'm like, where'd you get this cat from? You bought it from the store or something? She was like, no, one of my friends gave it to me. I'm like, who's your friend? She showed me a friend. It was like this huge, fat, pimply white dude. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. So I'm like, hey, you know what? You cool and all, but I gotta let you go. Save that for another show. But if a woman has a quote-unquote foreigner friend, they're fucking. Okay, but she was a weekend warrior. I met other weekend warriors also. I couldn't prove that she was, but I've met other women who were weekend warriors. There are women who, they're teachers and they're weekend warriors. They'll go out the city or out of town and, hoe on the weekends. Real estate agents. I met real estate agents. I met women who worked at restaurants. There are a lot of women who have a regular 9 to 5 job Monday through Friday, and they sell pussy on the weekends, man. Women out here that are in the game, not saying all women, but the women who are in the game, they like to have their cake and eat it too. You know, they want to have the main boyfriend, the side dudes that are in other countries sending them money. They want to sell pussy on the side, fuck a couple of dudes occasionally from the clubs. If your gut is telling you that they're a weekend warrior, more than likely they are. Now, I'm not saying this is all women out here. I'm not saying that. I'm just talking about a specific, damn, that is a big ass fly right there. God damn. That fly is the size of a roach. God damn, that's a big ass fly. Where was I? I'm talking about a specific type of woman. So if your gut is telling you, if your gut deep down inside is telling you that the woman you're dealing with is a weekend warrior, she's very flaky, you don't really hear from her, but every now and then you hear from her. Her messages are real short. She has a lot of skimpy outfits, you know, high maintenance, always putting herself together too much, always going out of town to quote unquote visit her mother, then something is not right. She might be a weekend warrior. I'm not saying she is, but she might be a weekend warrior. All right, let me hurry up and buy something because everybody's staring at me. So I hope this video helped. I'm over and I'm out. And like I said, man, I'm not talking about all women. I'm talking about a specific group of women who might be weekend warriors. So I could probably repeat myself over